Alright everybody, thanks for tuning in to another video. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking about how to remove, and in this case, replace the steering wheel in your 2020 and newer Ford Transit. So this is a similar procedure in the older vehicles, 2019 and prior. So first, I'm just going to talk real quick about why you'd want to do this. So either you want to remove the factory vinyl steering wheel and replace it with a leather wrapped steering wheel, such as this. So if that's the case, which is what I'm doing, there's a couple things to consider. Number one, these are very hard to get currently. Ford's still behind in production. When I ordered a new one from Ford, it comes as an assembly with the buttons. And depending on the trim level, Transit, most likely, if you're wanting to add a leather steering wheel, you will not have the radar system. But you may, like in my case, have the lane keeping camera system with, regular cruise control. So the buttons will look a little different, but you can swap all of them. So no big deal. One other thing, when I bought this from the Ford dealer, most places online say you can't even get it. They had 7 of them in stock nationwide. So they just came in, I was able to get one. You can try to find one on eBay or another, like a junkyard source. The only thing I will caution you real quick before I show you how to remove this is if you're going to buy it, make sure you get the whole wheel and not just the leather part of the wheel. So unlike previous experiences with Ford steering wheels, you could get just this portion here and then swap over all of your plastic parts. Well, the problem was on the factory vinyl wheel. I'll show you here. The bottom of the wheel here, this area, is just cast plastic in the wheel. And on the aftermarket, or not aftermarket, on the leather wrapped wheel, you can see there's this little chrome piece here. This is a separate metal piece that is separate, obviously, from the airbag and all the other trim, like this. So it's actually 2 parts. It's this little black piece that clips on, and it's a chrome piece. So you will not have these. So you'll have the buttons, you'll have this black plastic piece here that will snap onto the leather wheel, but you won't have these 2 bottom pieces, and you cannot buy these from Ford. So just make sure if you get one used, you get the entire assembly so it looks like how you would get it brand new from Ford. And I'll leave part numbers in the description for the wheel you need with leather. They really only have 1 part number, and it's going to come, like I said, with the wrong switches. So it will probably work, but obviously you don't have radar. I don't know if it'll cause an error or what. So, all right, let's get to how to take it off. It's really easy. So the first step is going to be to remove battery power from the Transit. I'm going to say let it sit without the battery on it for at least an hour. That's the disclaimer. You want to make sure that the safety restraint system is completely powered down, since you are going to be unplugging the airbag, and obviously this is at your own risk. And then what we're going to do is we're going to put the key in the ignition, and we're going to turn the wheel so it's straight up and down like this. Then on the back, hopefully you can see it, there's a little hole there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take a flathead screwdriver. You just got to find the spot, and we're compressing a spring that will make this side of the airbag pop out. And then we're going to turn the wheel the other way to where this side's straight up and down, and we're going to press the button the same way. Alright, that one out. There we go. So it helps, like I said, you're trying to compress something, the spring down on both sides, like that. See? All right, so now we need to disconnect little ground cable for the horn, the connector for the horn. And then we're gonna need to take off this airbag connector. To do that, just a little orange tab that needs to pop out like that. And then it pops straight off like that. Now the airbag is free. All right, so now you need a big old 24mm socket to go on there. That may help to have someone hold the wheel for you. Alright, so before we pop the wheel off, you need to disconnect this wiring harness. There's a little clip that comes unplugged. Now the wheel, there is a mark, so you don't have to worry about knowing where center is. Just pull it straight off like this. Alright, so now we're going to need to transfer all of our buttons and accessories over. So to do that, it's actually not that hard. This whole thing right here is just pushed in place. So I can show you on the new one kind of how it looks. See, there's these little plastic clips that are pushed into the holes on the wheel. So it's easier just to pull it off and the buttons come off as one piece. After you reconnect the airbag, just want to pop the horn in place really quick. Or not really quick, but you want to engage those spring pieces. So you just need to line it up straight and just pop it in. But make sure you got everything reconnected and everything is how you want it and works and all that other stuff. Alright, so now you want to reconnect your battery. Then we're going to make sure everything works. Start it up. Make sure your horn works. Make sure your volume control works. Hit the cruise control button. Just making sure. Make sure our menu works. Looks like everything's working good. Alright, so the last step is peeling off the plastic. Checking out your new steering wheel. Alright, so that's all there is to it. Relatively easy project. Hardest part is probably disconnecting the battery. So hopefully it's helpful. If you have any questions or comments, be sure to leave them below. Be sure to like the video if it helped you out. Subscribe for more transit related content. And until next time, thanks for watching.